Hey guys, what's up? So we are going to be doing a collective reading for January 1st of 2024. And I have my bestie, one of them, Heather. If you want to look, it's like right there, I think. Yeah. Because it's new for me, so I don't even know where the fuck to look. So if you look at my new videos,
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
like where you're supposed to look, where like it looks like you're looking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to have you cut the deck. Again, this is a collective reading. I'm going to do this one first. And this is a new deck. So... Alright, cut the deck into like threes.
Threes?
Mm-hmm. One, two, three, yeah. I'm going to do this regularly. Alright. Mm-hmm. Okay, so for the new year, it's starting to say, like, start asking for more help delegating to maybe some deities. I'm gonna start over. I don't know why that one like does that. It's weird. What are you, an Aquarius? Yeah, so it's air. So weird. Okay. Whoa. All right. That's the one you picked up, right?
Yeah, that's weird. That's the one when I dropped it on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have Artemis. I'm not going to do that. I never do it. Because it's like flipped over. Let's see, I don't know where to go yet. Okay, so... Okay. These ones are really slippery.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
Okay, I'm going to actually focus intention. Yeah. That one almost fell out. That one always falls out. For now, I'll do that. Pick one. Sacred space. Okay. I did it wrong.
You did it wrong?
Yeah, I usually do it one at a time, but it's okay. I can still do it. Okay. So right now, some of you can be worried about your loved ones or some kind of protection, maybe like an evil eye type thing. Like you feel like some negativity is put on you from some kind of energy. You might have problems with people right now that are hating, have some kind of thing against you. It doesn't mean that's true. It could just be that you have loved ones that you might be worried about, and it's saying like your guardian angels or their guardian angels, like they're spiritually protected, like you don't have to worry about it. Just make sure that you do some spiritual cleansing and detoxing. Right now it's asking to, if you have any dreams or goals, especially since it's the 1st of January, start focusing your intentions every day, like throughout the day, like what you want to do step by step. It says keep unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target. And yeah, so when you think about what you don't want, you manifest what you don't want. When you manifest, I mean, when you focus on what you do want, you manifest what you do want. So it's kind of like saying, like, this is what I've been doing lately, and I'm getting like really good at it. So as soon as you have a negative thought, flip it. Like immediately, like once you feel like it, because we're an observer of our thoughts, we're not actually our thoughts. So it's like we're actually our body, and we are supposed to feel throughout our body, but because of survival, primitive, the cavemen kind of freaking crap, survival that we've had to learn, it's not easy to not worry and stuff like that. So what happened with me earlier? Okay, so I was having problems with my son's father, and he said he was going to do something, and it doesn't really matter anyways, because it wouldn't really go anywhere, but for a split second, I was like, okay, if he does this, what am I going to do? And then I was like, I don't even have to worry about it, like, because there's nothing to worry about. So it was like a quick flip. you know. So if like you're worried about something, you're worried about somebody in particular that you love, you know, just know that they're spiritually protected. Just make sure, you know, you focus on what you do want, what you don't want, what you do want for people, what you want for people. Because the more you focus on what you do want to, you know, whatever, you get it. So like I said, cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. So it's like you might be caught in a cycle right now that you're trying to get out of, and it could have to do with somebody that you love, and you're trying to let go of them, or you're trying to move on from them, or you're trying to detach yourself from them more because you're not in receptive mode. So it's asking you to when you allow yourself to receive rather than keep giving, and you have this sacred space, like, okay, so if you're thinking negative all the time, your head, your whatever, and you're resisting being able to get the change that you want. So like, let's say like you're in a toxic relationship and you want a loving one. You can't have a loving relationship and it won't be able to come in, and the universe won't be able to give it to you if you're staying in that toxic relationship. So it's like, when you are doing something that you don't want and you're not letting go of it to be able to let yourself receive what it is you do want, you're resisting it from coming in. For whatever reason, it's asking you to help with environmental stuff, with Mother Earth. Mother Earth also reminds me of like Gaia, which is like a nurturing, like new beginning. It's the creator of all things when it comes to like nature, kind of elemental stuff, and alchemy and all that. So right now, I feel like there's just maybe somebody in your vicinity, proximity, that you might be stuck in a cycle with, that is affecting your emotions and energy levels. You could be more tired than usual lately. It could have something to do with home, like okay, so if this person feels like home to you, or you share a home with them, try not to think of them as being your home. Like, if you think that, I'm not taking all these, actually. Pick two out. Mm-hmm. Whoa. Thank you. Oh. Okay. Again, we have, you know, Mother Earth, go outside. Maybe right now you're isolating yourself because of something you're going through, but it's actually helping your inner wisdom strengthen into more of a high priestess energy of learning. Your intuition is actually better than you think. So through what you've been through, with the divine knowledge that you know, you can help other people go through what it is that you went through. So it's like, sometimes we have to go through what we have to go through because it's part of our life purpose of what we're supposed to do for other people in this world. Right now you might have some new ideas, new projects that it's asking you to bring to fruition. If you have like a new idea on wanting to start a business or start something new for yourself. Again, maybe you're like the cycle that you're in, you're trying to move on from to a different chapter or a new beginning for yourself. And it's like you have, it's funny. I was just going to say exactly that. You know what to do. Like, you have the inner wisdom of knowing what you're supposed to do. But because you're not letting yourself in this sacred space, in this receptive mode, you're not trusting your inner wisdom, and you're not taking the correct action, and you might be delaying it. And spirit, universe, God, whatever you believe in, whatever you want to say, higher self, sometimes puts us in isolation or puts us in a state of not having anybody really around us so we can learn these lessons and become stronger because sometimes we don't actually know how strong we actually are until we're put in a situation where we have to be strong. And that always helps you with having a reassurance of a happy outcome when you know that you are in control. But whatever this is, higher knowledge will be coming, but you have to be in receptive mode in order for you to be able to even have a fair outcome. I don't remember what I said. I was like in the middle and I forgot. But whatever happens, whatever you decide to do, you will get justice. Like it will end up in a fair situation, but you have to be strong within yourself. And what is it? Something that I always say, like, let people be in the position that they're showing you. So if you meet somebody, for an example, if you meet somebody, I'm not telling you to look at them as a piece of shit, but if they're a new person, don't give them a position until they actually show you that they deserve that position in your life. Because some of us, will meet somebody and they're so amazing and, until they're not. And it's like, but because we already had those intimate relationship kind of, yeah, exactly. Because we've already had those intimate kind of relationships or experiences or moments with whoever, whatever. Did you say something?
No, I'm just looking at the card.
Oh, okay.
At what you were saying.
Okay. What was I saying? What was I even saying?
About the intimacy and the...
Okay. I forgot.
Be careful who you're...
Thank you.
You don't know them and all that crap.
So yeah, let them show themselves and be strong. If you say you're going to do something, do it. So if you say, like say you're going to give an ultimatum, don't back down from it though. Like if you mean something, you have to fucking stick by it. And right now you might be in a dark place, but it's actually helping you come into stability and love for all things that are beautiful. Like you might not be able to see right now because you're in the darkness of what is actually, like what actually matters, like what you actually call home, rather than think that this person or this situation is home to you. So again, we have purity here. It might be in this situation. Okay, so I usually say like you need to purify your mind. You need to purify your thoughts. And we already have that in the beginning. I already said that you have to do that. But with this card, because it's saying be strong on top of it, it's making me feel like this one is saying you're blind to something that's going on and you need to come into more of a purity-minded thought process about yourself. And right now, you might be more in your masculine side rather than your feminine. And that's why it's saying, darkness, masculine, beauty, purity. Because it's like beauty is like, more feminine. So it's like you might be more in a action-oriented, like a man, like a authority. Like you're not like in your nurturing. You're kind of like more like logical, or you're not using your intuition as much. That's what I mean. And you might not be as nurturing as you usually are, and that might not be intentionally. It's resisting the feminine energy right now. And I don't mean resisting as in like you're purposely not doing it. It's just something is in the way that's not kind of like allowing you to see. And there's an acceptance that needs to be nourishing. There's an acceptance that needs to be done in whatever, pick a card, in whatever situation that you're in or whatever person you're dealing with that, thank you, like self-acceptance of either change that's going on and have faith that it's actually going to be a very powerful time for you, a time period for a new beginning. Through this dark time that you're in right now, whether you're isolating or it's just like a dark night of the soul kind of thing, like, healing your triggers, try to learn how to be in your dark feminine energy, because there's a difference between our light feminine energy and our dark feminine energy. And because you're more in a masculine energy, move from a masculine energy to a divine dark energy, the dark divine. It will help you bring you more into your power, out of the darkness and into a new beginning. The resisting of the, beauty of seeing and everything will get you out of the void, out of your head. You'll be able to see the blind spots, the red flags that maybe are coming to the forefront. Like maybe like there's something going on that like you might even be trying to not see, and blindfolding yourself. Because it's like, once you go along your day and you set intentions, it really helps. It does. But there's something that needs to be nourished within whatever change is going on. And it could be towards you. Like you might have to be nourishing yourself right now because you might be going through change, or you might be going through a situation that's change that you haven't dealt with yet. Like it's something new that you've never really had to deal with, and it might be leaving a void within you, and that has to be purified. But the more you can radically accept this change and have faith and have faith that there's going to be fairness eventually, you just need to get out of the cycle that you're in because you're not letting yourself be in receptive mode. Self-reflection has to be done here. And if you are being called to be in an isolated state right now, then that's what the universe is kind of asking you to do, is self-reflect and do some dark night of the soul, so you can come more into a feminine energy, see the beauty again in all things, and be more positive in your thoughts. If you have to come back into your power, look up what a dark divine feminine is, because I'm not going to go through that because, whatever. But I've actually have been hearing a lot about having to do that right now, actually. Hold on 1 second. Oh, this one kept coming up. You might feel like something is a failure right now. Like you might have tried doing something new and you feel like it was a fail. It's something that you might regret. And that could be what you're in a void of and you're trying not to see because you don't want to feel those feelings. But you got to know, like, you can't change the past. The only thing you can do is not focus on the guilt, and not doubt yourself or the situation, that it could actually get better with faith. I'm not going to take that. But just know that everybody that comes into your life comes for a reason. There's always a lesson in a person that comes, whatever. And amen. But that's what helps you come into your power, is when you isolate and you stay away from whatever it is that is making you feel regretful. But you got to realize also that if you feel guilt, it's because you have beliefs that are holding you back from ascension, to better assist you with your faith, your soul's growth. And when we doubt ourselves and we feel like we need to know all the answers, you're resisting the universe from giving you what it is you do want, because you're not having faith that it will come without needing to know the answers. So it's like right now, there has to be some of service, or you're giving too much. And it might be making you feel good at first because you feel like you're helping, but then it's like something happens that makes you feel like crap. So it's like something that needs to change, needs to be accepted, that it's either just not working out right now, but there just has to be acceptance. Like that is just like, that's just what's going on right now. Just be kind and patient with yourself. Don't be hard on yourself with whatever it is. Don't blame yourself. Don't have guilt for whatever it is. So, because also at the same time, when you regret something, sometimes you learn the lesson. Like whatever it was that made you feel the regret, it's either you actually doing something that, like, you know, whatever, which would help you to learn not to do it again, because it will bring that same kind of feeling. If you feel guilty, it doesn't always mean that it's your fault. Somebody could be making you feel guilty, or because of people pleasing, you know, stuff like that. We can feel guilty for things that aren't our fault. And if you have somebody that's kind of making it, you feel like it's your fault and doing like the blame game, no, don't take the blame for it. And sometimes when we lose things, it helps us have more appreciation for it, or appreciation for it being gone. Yeah, something's putting you in a very anxious, depressing, losing sleep kind of state right now. There's going to be a new beginning. There's going to be a death and rebirth at the end of all of that. I like that that's like the last card. Yeah, and there's going to be equal give and take after this is all said and done. There could be some kind of commitment. It doesn't mean it's a relationship. Like, it could be you committing to being happy and putting yourself first. Because you, after you get out of all of this, the wheel is turning. Let's just say that. It's turning into more happy times. Running away from things that no longer serve you. No longer chasing things that don't serve you. No longer thinking that you need to chase in order to get it. You don't chase, you attract. That's how it is. You don't chase, you attract. And if you chase something, you're resisting it. Like whatever it is that you're chasing that you want, you're actually resisting getting it if you're chasing it. Because like people or whatever it is, they feel that energy of desperate, you know, unworthiness. Like, because if you're chasing after a person, or you're chasing after that commitment, or you're chasing after getting give and take from a person that's not giving it to you, it's asking you to stand in your power, your emperor energy, kind of. This is King of Wands. But take action of strength, of endurance, moving forward for yourself to love. 10 of Cups, which is a completion, which would bring you to a death and rebirth, which is a number 13. And if you break down numerology, it's number 4, which is also stability. Coming together is number 3. So it's like, yeah. That's pretty much it. But definitely, if you are trying to get something that is not happening, out of a person or out of a job or, thinking that you deserve something and you're not getting it. The thing is that if you feel like you're deserving and you're not getting it, then walk away from it. Because obviously if you feel deserving and you feel like you're worthy and you're not getting it, then it's like you really don't feel that way about yourself. You might just feel like you do. Because if you felt worthy or deserving of something and you're not getting it, especially if it's from a person and you're chasing it, or you're chasing that like kind of high, like maybe you were having a really good relationship with somebody and it was going really well, and then all of a sudden it was like bam, and then something happened and it's like nope, not no more. So you're chasing after like that high of happiness that you were having. Yeah, failure. See, I knew it. Yeah, okay. Because there's going to be a new beginning. You will be seen, and there will be a reconciliation of something. There will be more balance. There could be a coming together celebration with friends, something like that. That could bring you. I feel like you're waiting for an answer or like some kind of message or some kind of clarity or confirmation, reassurance, validation from. I don't like doing readings where it's about a person. I don't like doing that. But this hermit mode that you will be going into, which you could be dealing with a Virgo, is going to bring you happiness, which you could be dealing with a Leo. And you're going to master some kind of craft. If you're working on something or you're trying to do something new during this time of isolation, away from things, people that are distracting you, and they're cluttering your mind rather than clearing out your mind because they're fucking with you, or they're not giving you any answer, or they're not giving you clarity on something or something of that sort. It's like you got to accept it, and the only way anything is going to change is if you change. You can't rely on a person to change in order for you to get what it is you want or anything like that, or put your happiness in another person. Somebody could have too much pride in a situation, but just know that, what was it? What is the pride thing? I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So if somebody does have pride, it's like, what is it within you that you're reflecting or mirroring that person to have pride over? So there's always something within yourself. And there was a card saying, people come into our lives for certain reasons that are supposed to, I was just going to say that it helps us grow. And it was growth. Yeah. To right now, with 2024 actually coming, it is about having respect for yourself in your higher timeline. Higher timeline, what I mean by that is you reach for higher vibration, what makes you happy, showing that you do think and believe that you are deserving of more than you're settling for by moving to a higher timeline of what it is you actually want, and staying away and getting away from what it is that you don't want, that you're in, that you might be resisting change or leaving or walking away or whatever. But it's like if you say that you're worthy and you're deserving and you actually believe that, you wouldn't be in a situation that is making you feel like you have to prove that. So it's like if you're like, oh, like I'm better than this, like I shouldn't be dealing with, like you shouldn't be doing this to me, like I'm worthy of better. If you actually believe that, then you shouldn't even have to say it to this person. And you shouldn't have to feel justified by a person to actually feel that way about yourself. All right? So that's how we're starting off 2024. All right? Love you guys. I hope this helped in some way. Bye.